Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules. That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 27, Wilson, and that's checked down to Gordon. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Now Gordon on first down. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Yellow. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is swung out to Eckler. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle and complete to Moore. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Now Mahomes. Got his man complete. Moore. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Mahomes now on first down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a run up the middle with Drake. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Broncos at 10-2 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Second and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. 61 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Forced out to his left. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Now it's Wilson. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores. Hope to come back to win this game.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mahomes going to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 15. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, an 11-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
After the sack on first down, Wilson. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On third down, Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Chiefs' 39-yard line.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Hey, 0. Got it. Hey, alert.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 11, 28-17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after it right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sky Moore. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. He's got the connection downfield to Hamler. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Wilson's throw there complete to Hamler. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Justin Ross, 73 yards. And the Chiefs will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Wilson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
What's left?
Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Wilson. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. They'll get 34 yards there. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Kansas City, It's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.